You should be ashamed of yourself. You clicked on this video because you wanted to learn a card trick. Instead, I'm going to teach you a very valuable lesson. This trick isn't going to make her like you more. This trick is not going to reconnect you with your father. This trick is not going to improve your health. All this trick is just a distraction away from yourself. Look in the mirror. I'll tell you what I see. Shame, fickle, disgust. But even with all that, it's still a very simple trick and a good effective transposition of two playing cards. So I suggest you learn it. But just know that this trick isn't a replacement for good diet, hygiene, and some attention to the outside world every once in a while. I feel like the hardest part of this trick is going to be to ignore the grippers. Just look at the grippers. Look at them gripping onto that tile. So you want to know the name of the game. The name of the game is speed, baby. We do things quickly so that you don't see it. So we'll just take a card at random here. Why don't we use the four of spades? And in this case, the four of spades has a nice little message for Nathan. I'm not apologizing for that. And that goes inside of the card box. We'll just leave the card box like this. Let's see if it could actually hold up its own. Yes, it will, through the power of magic. And we'll use another card like the King of Clubs. And if we just hit it, did you see the speed? Did you see the speed? You see I switched the cards. I have the four of spades now, which means no, you don't think inside of the card box is, that's right, the King of Clubs. Wow, that's fast. I told you, boy, speed, fast. You got to be quick. Boom, boy. Quickness. That's how you get this trick done. Hopefully you're just as quick to join the PigCake Magic Academy. The link is in the description section below. I sponsor myself. You get access to over 1,200 videos and counting. It's not like I stopped uploading to the PigCake Magic Academy. I'm always uploading videos every single week. A lot of these other magic subscription services, you sign up, you get access to some videos, and that's it. They never upload. No, this guy's always uploading some high quality stuff, baby. So check it out, my friends. Check it out. And, well, I don't know. I don't have a quote for it. I don't have any sort of saying, but maybe you should leave what you think I should use as the quote for the PigCake Magic Academy in the description section below. So the secret to this trick is that you got to peek at the top card. So you got to know what the top card is. In this case, I know it's the King of Clubs because I'm going to lie through my teeth about this card. Let me add a little bit of a light here so it looks better. Ooh, mysterious, mysterious. So you need to know the top card of the deck. In this case, I know that it's the King of Clubs, and this is going to be the card that I'm going to use to lie through my teeth to the participant. The next thing is a double lift. You're going to need to do a double lift. That means that you are lifting two cards as one. So you can see right now, I have two cards that I've lifted instead of one. You could do this in whatever way you want. I do suggest to keep continuity. So what I mean by that is that you have a little pinky break right here, holding those two cards up, which is going to make your job a lot easier. You're going to pick these two cards up as one, look at it, and say, we're going to use the four of spades. In this case, I'm looking at the four of spades, and I'm going to mention the card. But remember, I'm holding on to two. I'm going to turn the card slightly and hold it in the deck like this, because in a moment, that's also how I'm going to look at the King of Clubs. So I want to make sure that I have the same continuity there. So I have the four of spades that I showed to the participant. I'm then going to turn these two cards over as one. That's going to take some skill, virginity, and practice. You're going to put it inside of the card box. And now really inside of the card box is the King of Clubs. So that's all I've done so far. Now I'm going to hold the card box up just like this. Put it on whatever surface you want. Make sure you're not using a stool with divots. That makes this extraordinarily difficult. But once you do it, you get a nice round of applause from your audio effects library. So let's see if we could actually get that done. I'm not going to cut the video. I'm going to do it until I actually get this card box to stand up. You know what? Let's do it this way. So we're not going to cut the video. I don't care how long it takes. It helps me out because the YouTube algorithm and whatnot. There you go. Look at that round of applause, right? Only took about a minute and a half. And here, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up just one card, but I'm going to hold it in the exact same way as before, as I mentioned. And we're also going to use the King of Clubs. Now this one, bitch, I'm not going to show it to the participant because it's the four of spades. So do remember that you can't show this card to the participant, but you're going to bluff it. And the way that you cover that is that you are about to turn it over, but you go, I'm going to show you how quick magicians are. And I regrip the card by putting it here, holding it with the thumb as I draw attention to the card box. So now the idea is that I could have turned it over, but I'm choosing not to just for the sake of completing this sort of narrative that I'm telling the participant, which is that I'm going to show them how speed is the name of the game here, how speed is something that we use in order to deceive them. So here is how that might look like. Sir, speed is the name of the game. It's how we do our things. Look, watch. I'll show you with the, in this case, we'll use the 4 of spades. Watch. We'll take the 4 of spades. We'll put it inside of the card box, just like this. And we'll also show you with a different card, in this case, the king of clubs. And you'll see how we use speed in order to deceive you. Sir, look, watch. Did you see it? Did you see it? And at that point, all I'm doing, by the way, is just holding up the card box and then throwing the card at the card box. That's it. So to them, this card has never left their view. But when you show that it's the 4 of spades, the card you just put in the card box, and of course, inside of the card box rather, is the king of clubs, it's going to be a very astonishing effect. Now, this is a bluff. It is going to take some balls because you never actually turn over the king of clubs in order to prove that that was the card you were showing. But it's going to be conviction, it's going to be attitude, and it's something you're going to be able to get away with if you have a little bit of this right here. A little bit of that. Whoa. At the end of the day, what you get is a fun transposition, which is when 2 cards change places, right? And you're doing it through the skin of your teeth. You're lying. You're not using real sleight of hand. You're not using extra cards. You're not using anything other than what God gave you inside of this fucking deck of playing cards. If you watched my video from yesterday, I have a lizard that got into my place. I just saw it right now as I was grabbing this stool, and the lizard has decided to run into the apartment as opposed to the door that I left open for it so it could enjoy freedom and bugs. And now it's going to be here and probably die. So that's what I'm dealing with again. Come on, man. I'll get you outside, buddy. No, outside. All right, man. I fucking tried.